I'm outside in an AMG, right outside.
So I know you guys read that title. Let's get straight into this video, you guys. This is the hair that I am going to be using, and everything that I use will be linked down in the description box below. This is my first time doing box braids on myself, you guys. Like, I've had somebody do my box braids before, like one time, but other than that, I've never done it by myself or, you know, anything like that. I haven't had it in so long. So I'm kind of like really excited to see how they turn out right now. Please keep in mind, you guys, that this is not a tutorial. This is not me showing you guys how to do it. This is just me showing you guys how I did it to myself, okay? And you guys, if you have any tips on how I can become better doing box braids, please comment down below. They're all welcome. So let's jump right into it. So you guys, I did already go ahead and start doing some braids only because I just wanted to make sure I was doing them correctly. Like, you ever had that feeling you watched a few videos, 1-2 tutorials, and you're like, yeah, I could do this. I could definitely pull this off. That was me just now. So I wanted to go ahead and do the I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got the wrong braid in here, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just work with what I have. I'm still gonna go ahead and try to get the same look. If I have to soak it in some water, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna work with what we got, right? So the way I started really was I did a free part. I didn't even, you know, use my comb and do a precise part. I just went ahead, grabbed the part, made sure that it was neat. I went ahead, I put my Indian hemp, as always. Got to make sure my hair is nice and greased and moisturized. I made sure to take a tad piece of braiding hair, and you know, it was kind of hard for me to measure up, but I just wanted to make sure I was taking enough hair so that all my braids were the same size, if you get what I'm trying to say. You guys will see when I get to that part exactly what I mean, but until then, I'm just gonna try to like narrate it. So once I was able to get the perfect size of braiding hair, went ahead and kept it folded. You know how it would have like the rubber band still over. I kept it in that same position. Place the folded braiding hair over my natural hair, as you guys can see, and then I went ahead and just continued to braid into my braid, if that makes sense, or if I'm explaining it correctly. Hopefully I am. I just go ahead and continue to keep on braiding until I do not have any more natural hair to braid with. I get to that part, I go ahead and I split the braiding hair into 3 parts, as if, you know, I would do it with my natural hair, and then I just go ahead and continue to braid it as usual. I don't know about going to the salon to trim my hair anymore, but my hair is freshly trimmed. I trimmed it before this video, and I just wanted to, you know, get this protective style so I can keep it, leave my hair alone, you know, let it grow out, and that be that. But my biggest goals are to make sure that the braids are all the same sizes. You guys, I also want to make sure that my braids are not loose. I don't want them to be too tight to where they are causing tension, and then, you know, my protective style just won't be protective anymore. I want to make sure that my braids are tight those to where they're not, you know, just slipping out. Seen people go ahead and add braiding here at the bottom, and I am guessing that's just to make sure the braid is thick all the way through. But I'm not a pro yet, you guys, so like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna make sure I grab enough braiding hair. And yeah, at this point, in order for me to do the bohemian look, I really hope I'm saying it correctly, I went ahead and I just pulled aside just a little strand of hair, and then I, you know, tossed it to the side and continued to braid as usual. I think this is where I was supposed to add the curly pieces, but you know, things happen, so here we are. You guys, again, as I've stated before, I don't have any more natural pieces, you know, pieces from my natural hair to braid with, so I am going to go ahead and continue as regular with the braiding hair until I get to the bottom and have a completed braid. So we are now going to be moving on to the next braid, and you guys can actually visually see exactly what I was talking about. I also just wanted to state the fact that I'm not going to be leaving out strands on each braid. I am going to like be doing a few all the way through, and then a few strands like hanging out, because I don't want to just have a whole bunch of hair all over the place. The steps is just going to be the same. We're going to go ahead, we're going to grab some braiding hair, we're going to attach it, we're going to, you know, crossing over our natural hair, and then continue to braid. And once we don't have any more natural pieces left, we just split the braiding hair into 3 and continue like so. Throughout the video, you guys will be seeing me stand up just so I can show you guys guys how far I'm braiding it throughout the end, and I am braiding it all the way to the end, and also you guys can get an idea of how long the braids are. Hopefully that makes sense, me explaining it. If you guys do like the way I did it and you guys want to also follow suit, I hope I explained it correctly. So as I'm like looking back and editing the video, I was seeing that some of the pieces were like a little bit loose. I don't know if it's because I was doing it from the back and I can't, you know, really catch it properly, but I did go ahead and, you know, tighten them up just a little bit. I redid them. I didn't do them on camera, like do them on camera. I did them like a few days after. But I'm telling you guys, like, I swear I just did not want to do them so tight. So that's probably why they look, you know, a bit loose. I even had to take a break from, you know, real wigs and stuff because doing straight backs and doing them so tight was just causing so much tension. And I thought it was, you know, a good protective style, but it's like, it wasn't, you know. So I'm just trying to find some good protective styles for my hair so where I could just do them and just leave them alone and not be that. I'm going to stop babbling for the remainder of this part, let you guys watch, and then come back and speak whenever I need to.
Like I talk it, niggas pocket, watch it. I want that, this, that menage. I bought a franchise to double up the profit. Make a landslide, chopper, get the poppin'. Elliot got me rocket, throw a socket, chicken teriyaki. Take off rocket, keep them in pocket. Water gon' lock it, quadruple the profit. I walk like I walk, talk like I talk. What's in my vault, know the cash in the sauce. I put a lab in my loft. She cook up and jack with the phone. By the pair, I got carrots that show. By the pair, I got carrots each load. Profit like private, just round the globe. Hit a bitch, hit a lick with the Joe. Watch a fuck, no milk walking. Walk it like I talk it. Just my bro, he know the lingo. Ain't no walking talking. This some you know, I don't we know. Hold out on that coffin. Smoke the cookie, get the coffin. Drop that fresh, I need a coffin. Call us something we do. The pot and I plan no dolphins. And I didn't go buy me a faucet. Look it like I talk a nigga done bought it. I better go, so I gotta call it. Up in the shit, so nigga just down. Shit in the building, that's all the problem. I get it, we bound, they taking my spot. Walk it like I talk it. 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 You walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Okay, so we are back again and we are almost at the top. We are almost finished, you guys. Thank God. Like, I feel like I've been doing this shit all fucking night. Sorry for the curses. I really feel like I've been doing this all night. At this point, you guys, I did start to go ahead and make my parts a little bit wider because I did not know if I was going to have any more braiding hair left, and I did not want to run out of braiding hair and then have to go to the stupid beauty supply store to get a damn whole pack just for a few more pieces. So I'm like, all right, let me think smart here. Let me, like, you know, try to eye it out properly. Can't even speak. So I'm like, let me just, you know, go ahead and make sure I measure it properly and just, to be on the safe side, start to make my parts a little wider. Again, I am just repeating the same steps. You guys are going to be seeing me apply my Indian hemp. I am going to go ahead and part my hair and then just continue the steps all over again that I stated in the beginning of the video. So as you guys can see, me getting to the top of my hair, I am leaving out more strands and creating more of that distressed look. Holding off from trying to have a lot of them out because I did not want it, as I stated before, to look all poofy and crazy and just like, you know, this is my first time using this hair. I did not know how good this braiding hair was, and from other people's reviews of other brands that they have used, just braiding hair in general, you know, doing styles like this definitely can create, you know, a puffy look if it's not either well taken care of or if you have it in for too long. So I just did not want that to happen. practice definitely makes perfect, you guys. I actually think I'm doing pretty good for the first time, you know, and I'm gonna make my trial and errors, but you know, there's always room for mistakes and there's always room for growth, so that is okay. But at this point, I am going to stop babbling, finishing up these last few braids, and then when I am, like, you know, close to the top, I am going to come back and resume.
Don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door? Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now.
Right now, you guys, I am just turning around to the back just so you guys can see, and looking back, I may do a touch-up video for you guys, or like, you know, maybe even insert a picture in this video just to show, you know, how I tightened up the braids and how they look so different compared to this one. But, if I do, you guys will know, because you guys will have your notification bell on and you guys will see. But finally we have reached the top of my hair and we only have but a few pieces left. But I did have enough pieces. I did have, you know, enough braiding hair at the end. I was actually very upset because I did want to go back and, you know, add more pieces now that I did have, you know, braiding hair left over. But I was so tired, like, of braiding. My hand was getting cramps. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm done for right now. As you guys can see, I literally just got back from the nail salon from getting my eyebrows done. And I was just lazy, tired. I'm like, you know what? Let me just hurry up and finish. I got a few pieces left. Good. Well, again, you guys, I am going to stop babbling and let you guys listen to the music and watch me finish up these couple of braids and then come back when I am finished. Guys, I didn't get to show you how I did my baby hairs, but I did just, you know, leave my edges out and, you know, I braided it up just a little bit until I was finished with my hair, and then I went ahead and I flat ironed it. I'm gonna do like a separate video, maybe add, you know, a video of me doing it at the end just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Then I went ahead with my mousse, which I'm going to link the brand and how you guys can get it down in the description box below. But I went ahead and took the teeth part of my comb and I just swooped my baby hairs, like, you know how you do it regularly. That's just what I did. Steps were basically the same for the other side, but I did kind of have trouble, and like, I don't know, I just hate when that happens. Like, one side it always looks so bomb and then the next side you just there spending 10 minutes on it and it's like, are you serious? You guys, I was like literally extremely pleased with how it came out. Like, I was doubting myself. I know I could do better, but I was doubting myself at first, like, no, it's gonna look stupid, but it actually looks really, really pretty. I've been getting lots of compliments on it and it's like, yeah, I did it myself. So I'm like extremely proud of myself, and I will definitely do this style again once I learn how to, like, you know, finesse it more. But that's that. So you guys, if you enjoyed this video and if you liked how I did it, then please subscribe, please like this video, comment tips that I can use to be better. Make sure you guys turn on your notification bells so you know every time I upload. And I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.